Alright, so we are back to talk about sort of Final Fantasy VII Remake, but also more specifically Square Enix, and we're talking about this watch sweepstakes thing again, because I actually tweeted about it today. Something compelled me to look through the Twitter thread. I'm not even sure why, maybe just to see what other people were thinking about this, like, sweepstakes or whatever, and I got, like, a red flag right out the gate from somebody saying that the contest or the sweepstakes was only available in, like, UK, Germany, and France, but not in Norway. So at first I was like, what the hell? It's not even available worldwide. It's only available to those countries. That's kind of strange. So obviously that was a red flag right away, and I had to check the rules for myself. But whenever I click on it, it says that it's available to the US, District of Columbia, and Puerto Rico. So I'm assuming the rules are slightly different based on your area, based on like your IP or whatever. Quick update while making the video, this guy actually replied to me on Twitter and showed me a screenshot of the rules for him. And as you can see, it says United Kingdom, Germany, and France. So again, I think eligibility is different depending on where you're at. Now, it's not the biggest deal, not the biggest red flag, but the marketing for the game tells you that if you pre-order any copy of the game from the Square Enix store, you're eligible to win one of these watches, which isn't entirely true according to this guy. He's from Europe, he's from Norway, but it seems to be only available to UK, France, and Germany, so he's not eligible. Look, it's on you ultimately as the consumer to read the rules. It's your fault if you don't know that your country's not eligible, but at the same time, why isn't something like Norway eligible for this contest? It's Square Enix. Square Enix is a multi-billion-dollar company. Why the hell can they not send a watch to Norway? Why isn't this available worldwide? But let's put that aside. That's not even the point of this video. That's just the first thing that actually got me to look into the rules of this. But if you go through the rules, the interesting thing is that you don't actually have to pre-order Final Fantasy VII Remake to be eligible to win one of these watches. But the marketing's not going to tell you that. So you can enter the sweepstakes one of two ways. Obviously make an account, pre-order a copy of the game, you're entered, or you can simply just create an account and visit the sweepstakes page, and that's it. Which is exactly what I did, and as you can see here, I'm entered into the watch sweepstakes. That easy, didn't cost me a dime. But again, if you were to look at the promotional materials for this, you'd assume you had to buy a copy of the game, pre-order a copy of the game from their website, because that's what it tells you. They don't tell you anywhere on this that, hey, you can also sign up for free, create an account, and you're entered. They don't tell you that, because why would they tell you that? That's not going to give them money. It's strange to me because they're obviously trying to garner some traction to the website through the exclusive lanyard you get if you buy a physical copy of the game from their website to also this watch giveaway. I feel like if they're just trying to get people to come to the website, get more traction to the website, why not promote that you can get this watch for free? That would obviously attract more people. Look, man, I do not like being a somewhat negative channel. We've kind of moved on from that stuff. We talked shit about Bethesda and Fallout 76 for so long, it kind of got repetitive, which is why I moved on from it. But you have to talk about things like this. This is deceptive marketing, because again, if you did not look into the rules yourself, and let's be honest, how often do you ever read the rules? How often do you ever read the terms and conditions of anything? You don't. Most people don't, and they know that. Without actually looking into it, you would think you had to spend money to enter this contest, the sweepstakes, and you don't have to. And they need to make that more publicly known, I think. Not to mention, without even looking into the rules, you don't even know if your area, your country, wherever you're from, is even eligible to win this damn thing. Somebody commented on the last video and said, at least Square Enix isn't as greedy as Bethesda or EA, which is a statement I can agree with, but that doesn't forgive them of their greediness, right? If we don't talk about this stuff, if we don't publicly address it, it will continue getting worse and worse. Trust me, I know it's so easy to defend them, being a fan of Square Enix and their games. I went through the same thing with Bethesda. I started my channel 4 to 5 years ago. At the beginning stages, I was a super fanboy of Bethesda. They could do no wrong. And look at the state they're in now. And some people are still like that right now with Square Enix, and they're not seeing the bad side of Square Enix. Trust me, it's there. It's just not that bad yet. And if we continue letting them do these things, they're going to be an EA, a Bethesda, an Activision, a Rockstar. And obviously, none of us want that. So to sort of flip it here towards the end of the video, to try to end on a positive note, because it is a somewhat negative video, the positive side of all this is that you can win one of these watches for free. If you order the game from Amazon, GameStop, Walmart, or like the digital PSN store, something like that, you can just go over here, create an account really quick, make sure your country's eligible, and possibly win you one of these $2,500 watches for free. Also, arguably more important, apparently they're sending out emails today for the first class editions like that you had to be on a waiting list for. Apparently some more of those editions are in stock and people are getting those. So if you're on that waiting list, you might check your emails. Anyways, my dudes, that's the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think you're going to be one of the 2 people in the entire world that's going to win one of these watches? First place is the Cloud Watch. Second place is the Sephiroth Watch, by the way. Leave your thoughts and more in the comment section below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and want to stay updated with more Final Fantasy VII Remake content. Turn on my notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @dashingdavid. I'm my Discord. Links to those host networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Give me a smile, give me forever for a while. Give me forever for a while. Quit acting like a baby, or at least less like a child. Give me serenity, or at least just peace of mind. Give me clarity.